Let's start the Okay, so last week I have shared post about how we can bring up the resource which is not in Terraform. I mean, right? Under Terraform control. I mean, like let's say if somebody has manually created some resource in cloud, and that is not under the control of Terraform, then how we can bring that, right? So yeah, let's try to do some hands-on and do that things. Okay. So I'll minimize some of the things here. Okay, so if you see here, yeah. So we have this S3 folder uh, where we have this resource defined, and provider is specified in a like provider.tf configuration file. Okay, and what I'm telling here in this resource block is like create a resource. I mean, this is the name of that resource block. Like example is a name, and S3 bucket is a type, right? And bucket name is basically dev whatever, like 1222, right? And these are the tags. I mean, okay, this is a simple example. So like you all know the flow, right? First, like in order to run the Terraform workflow, we need to be in a that configuration. I mean, in that directory where we have our configuration files. So right now, if you see, our configuration files are in like S3 directory, right? So let's get the path of that S3 like this and cd into that. Okay, so we are into that directory. Now, like if you are doing it a very first time, then you have to run the Terraform init command. So I'll tell you like what I'm going to do. So first we'll create this one S3 bucket in cloud. Okay. First we'll create one S3 bucket using Terraform, and we'll create one more S3 bucket. Okay, just give me a second. Hi Kshitij. Yeah, so what we'll do, first we'll create a S3 bucket using Terraform, and then we'll try to create it manually, and then we'll try to bring that manual resource which we created using console under the control of Terraform. Okay, so Terraform init we have already done. So what we'll do, and one more shortcut, like if you're not aware, like last time also I have said you, I think, like if we have to search a command in like reverse way, so we just have to do Control R, right? And then just type few characters. Okay, for example, I have to look for apply command. Okay, let me mute speaking. I think Kshitij is speaking. Okay, let me mute him. Yeah, so if you see, right, so what I did, I just typed Control R and just typed few characters, and then the command which I need so came in front of me, which is Terraform apply. And last time I think we haven't discussed about this. Like when we just run the Terraform apply, it will ask us like prompt whether you want to create a resource or not. But if we don't want that prompt to be there, so then we can use -- auto approve. Okay, so it will not ask for a confirmation. So till the time this is getting created, what we'll do, we'll create one more resource manually this time. Okay, let's go to the S3. And okay, let me minimize this. Okay, give some name to your bucket. Different name, I mean. Or like instead of dev, let's give, for example, prod. And give some tag environment as prod. And let's create that manually, this bucket. So it is saying successfully created this bucket. And let's see how it is going. I mean, Terraform apply. Oh, so it is saying plan one to add. So it's still creating, I think. The point is like interviewer sometimes ask, if you have created a resource manually and you want to have that control using Terraform, then how you will do that, right? So that's where we'll be using Terraform import feature. Okay. So what I'm doing here is like I'm creating one resource using Terraform script, and the other one uh, will be they will be created manually, and that manual resource will try to bring under the control of uh, Terraform. You can see two resources, right? So one is this one which we have created using our script, and this we created manually. And if you see our state file also, which has the information of current state of your infrastructure, let's see what it has. So if you see here, what it has, this is the name of our bucket, right? I mean the resource block. So example is the name of our resource. Okay, and AWS S3 bucket is a type, and actual name of our bucket is this one, dev 1222, which we have created using Terraform. And there is only one resource. We are not able to see prod one right here. So we'll try to bring it using Terraform. So what we have to do, we have to copy, we have to create one more block for that other resource. Okay, and just type will be again same, because this is coming from the documentation of your uh, Terraform. So we can navigate always to that. So let's check that. Where like how to find like from where to pick that example or syntax, right? So if we search here for Terraform registry, so here you can see browse provider is there, right? So just click on that and look for AWS. And in here you can see the documentation, right? Click on that. So left side you can see all of the services, whatever you need. You just have to click that. For example, we need S3, or we are interested into S3. So just scroll down to S3. So it's here, right? Just expand that. And if you see here AWS S3 bucket, let's see this. So you can see the syntax, I mean, here, and all the arguments and entire documentation, you can see it here. So I've used the same block. So one we have created before, and this time we have created one more resource block. So let's change the name of this resource as a prod, and bucket also, like what bucket we have created manually. So let's check that. Okay, manual one is this one, right? Prod 1223. So let's give that name here, and tag, let's give it as like prod, and this we don't want anyways. Or let's add one more tags to see the difference, I mean, right? Because this tag we haven't added it there. Yeah, this is one thing that we have to do. And if you see the okay, first let's see, I mean, whatever we have created manually, let's click on that S3 bucket. And if you see the, okay, where can we see the tags? By going into properties, let's click on that. And here you can see environment as a prod, right? Only one tag we are able to see. Similarly, if I go a bit back, and this is the one which we have created using Terraform. If you go to the properties sections, so we can see two labels, environment and label. So those are specified in our configuration file right here, dev and this one finance. So like if we have to take that resource which is created by someone manually under Terraform control, so we have to use the Terraform import command, so that you can find out in this Terraform documentation. So you just need to go at the bottom. So here you see, right, Terraform import, and then this is our resource name, and then this is the bucket name. So sometimes based on the what resource you have, sometimes you have to use the resource ID or resource name. So that is specified here in this, and at the end, I mean, like wherever you see the Terraform import command. Yeah. So let's copy this. Okay. And go here. And what we'll do, what is the name of our bucket? AWS S3 bucket dot prod, right?
Oh,
Yeah. And what is actual name of our bucket? It is this one, right?
yes.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah. So, so what Terraform does basically, it will map the actual resource which is there created manually. So this one with the resource definition which we are writing in our Terraform configuration file. And once we run this command, it will update our state file, terraform.tf state file. Okay. Um, yeah. So let's see, like, let's run this command. So hopefully it will work. Let's see. It's saying import is successful. Now, if we go to the state file, okay, so one is the example one, uh, resource name, which is there in the configuration file, and bucket name is this one. If you scroll down, yeah, there is one more resource name which is prod, and bucket name is this one, right? And
Yes.
we have two tags basically. One is this prod, environment prod, and okay, I think what it has done is like whatever the current state is there, only that it has captured in the state file, but not what we have specified in the Terraform configuration file. Because if you see here, there are two labels in s3.tf, which is environment and label. But this label information is not present in state file because we haven't run the Terraform apply command yet, right? And in the console also you will not be able to see this tag because Terraform apply is not yet run. But right now, since the import is successful, this resource is under Terraform's control. So like let's say if I have done this modification and where I have added this tag. So when we run the Terraform apply command, we should be able to see the difference. So yeah, again, let's look back for that apply command, right? Using Control R and run that. And earlier you might have noticed, I mean, this label tag was not present in the state file, right? So now let's see, I mean, what happens. It will only update one resource because there is a change in only one resource, which is this prod resource, right? The other one, we haven't changed anything. So yeah, I'm not running a Terraform this thing plan, but you should, I mean, first always run the Terraform plan. So here it is saying one to change. So there is change in one of the resource. So here also you can see plus means it's adding that thing. And in this prod resource, it's doing that change. And there is no change in other resource, right? So yeah, it has done this. So now let's see in the console first and then in the state file. So this is our dev one. If we click on the prod one and let's go into properties, you can see the other tag is coming here, right? So that means that resource is now getting managed by Terraform. And let's see the state file as well. Okay, so where is our second resource? The prod resource, right? With the bucket name as this one. So tag is prod and label is finance. Now we are able to see the label right here. Yeah, so that was one of the important concept like Terraform import. So maybe you can practice it like once you get time, right? And okay, any doubts anyone having on this? I mean, you can ask. I mean,
Before adding that manual S3 bucket under the Terraform's control, if
mm-hmm,
we manually added after we added the manual S3 bucket into Terraform's control, if after that
mm-hmm.
if we go in the AWS console and add the labels and update the labels manually in that S3 bucket, will that be captured by Terraform directly or we need to?
Okay, so yeah, okay, we can try that. So okay, let's
Mhm.
see. For example, now this is our prod, right?
Mhm.
So it must be in a state file. I mean, like, let's see. I mean, what happens? Okay. So we'll add one more tag. So you can tell me what name I have to put it here. Uh, maybe we'll give like some random value key. I mean, these things tag
Yeah.
age as like 23, for example, and save changes. Okay. So if we again come here, so does our Terraform state file have this information? I mean that tag or they change? No, right? Because if you see here from the second resource, which is this one, prod, right? Prod is a resource and this is the name of the bucket. If you go
Mm-hmm.
to the tag sections, so we don't have that tag information because that resource is not imported, right? So what we
Mm-hmm.
have to do again, like let's do that import again. Control R, import. So this is, see, I mean, actual resource name is this one as per Terraform documentation that we have seen. Uh, and this is the name in our configuration file. So we have to map these two things with Terraform import command. Okay, and let's run this. The idea is, like if someone create some resources manually,
Mm.
and we
Mm.
don't want to anymore manage them manually. So in that case, we
Okay.
have to take under Terraform's control using Terraform import command. So it's saying resource already mapped by Terraform. Okay. Hmm. Oh, see here. What it is saying, Terraform is already managing a remote object. Okay. So it will not allow you to do it import second time. Okay. So what it is saying, to import to this address, you must remove and the existing object from the state. Okay. So how we can remove that existing resource from Terraform these things? There is one more concept. Okay. Like we can destroy a specific resource selectively. Like there is target command, right? Terraform destroy and then target command.
Okay.
So as, yeah, as you can see here, I mean, so delete a specific resource in Terraform. Okay. So that will actually destroy. But if you here, what we want to do is like we want to recreate. So then this is the concept. I mean to recreate, but it will not address our this thing. You know the scenario which you have asked Tanmay, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it is like kind of invalid because once
Mm-hmm.
like initially that resource is managed manually, right? And once we
Yeah,
take it under Terraform's control, so it is expected that we don't change that resource manually again, I mean.
manually. Okay,
Right,
okay.
right. And if
Okay.
still we have to manage that, then
Mm-hmm.
we have to remove that resource definition from a state file. So maybe what I will do, I'll note that point, like how we can remove resource from a state file. Okay, and maybe I'll try to answer that in your subsequent things. Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I mean, like one thing what we can do is like manually, obviously, like we can remove that resource block from here state file, and then we can try. I mean, like let's say, okay, let's quickly do that. So okay. So if I minimize this, its entire thing is getting minimized, right? This JSON file basically. State file is nothing but a JSON file.
Mm.
Okay, so what we'll do, this is a resource block, right? If I minimize this, okay, entire, so this resources block will be having, I think, different resources. So yeah, this was one resource and the second one is this one from here, right?
Right.
So that which is the prod one. So let's remove that. Curly brace opening here and closing here. Yeah. Okay. And let's remove this comma and expand this. So now we have our state file, right?
Mm.
Okay. So um, so now if I do Terraform import command, let's see. Because right now we don't have this resource uh, in our state file.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's working now.
Yeah, import is successful, it is saying. And now if you go again to the state file, let's minimize this first because there is no change in that block, right? So if you go to the
Right.
prod bucket and if I scroll down, tag section. So the age tag is coming here right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I mean we have to remove that resource. We have to identify where is that resource, remove from the state file, and then again re-import that thing. That we have to do.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, any questions so far? I
I
think
am
we have
clear
to.
from.
Yeah, we have 10 more minutes. So I'll just try to. Okay, if you are clear, right, I'll again share my screen and we'll try to uh, discuss some other things. I mean, yeah. Uh, so let's say if we don't want to delete entire thing, and if we want to delete only a specific resource, then how we can do that? So there is this Terraform destroy and hyphen target option, right? So with that, we can delete. Let's try this in practical. Okay, so we do like our target is not AWS instance, but what is our target? Like if we go to our configuration file, it's S3 bucket, right?
Right.
Oh, sorry, I did change in this one. Okay. Terraform destroy will destroy all of the resources, but hyphen target will selectively destroy resource. And then you have to give the resource name, which is prod. Okay, let's see this. What it is saying, AWS S3 bucket. Okay, what is the command? AWS instance dot example instance. Or maybe what we can do, if we are not sure, then let's again see here if we can find out something in Terraform documentation. If I search here for destroy, if we are not sure, like always try to search that using Google or something. So what this guy is saying, force destroy, but we don't want to do the force destroy. Let's see if we can find out something. Hyphen target AWS S3 bucket dot name. So is there something wrong in our command? Hyphen target equal to AWS
I think
S3.
I think we should give that prod 122. What is that name of the
No, but
S3 bucket?
oh, okay, okay. So let's try
Hmm.
that. No, I don't think so, but let's try. Yeah. So this one you are saying, right?
Yeah, that we can try. No, okay. It's also
AWS S3 bucket.
mm,
Okay, this I will check it and I'll let you know like how we can what is wrong. I mean, yeah, okay, and like what we can do like right now we don't want to keep all of the resources low, so let's delete all of them using Terraform destroy command, right?
right.
So it's saying two to destroy, it will destroy two resources. So this time, it is asking us for that confirmation, but if we would have provided that hyphen hyphen add to approve, it will automatically delete without asking for approval. So let's see. So yeah, those resources are deleted, right? Buckets are deleted. Yeah, I will check that like how we can delete a specific resource, so why it is not working, and then I'll keep you updated. Okay.
Yeah, 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 sure.
Yeah. Meanwhile, any other question anyone is having, you can discuss that. Or maybe, if no question, so what we'll do, we'll try to explore that, like why it is not working till the meeting is getting ended. I think we have 3-4 minutes now. Okay. But right now, that resource is deleted, right? So
Yes, we can
we
check.
can create one more resource. I mean, and but I think we don't have that much of time.
Check.
Yeah. Okay. So always remember that we need to provide the provider information. Like let's say if you are working with AWS, so we need that AWS provider because it will download the plugins, and plugin has information like where it has to connect to create these resources or to do the some changes, right? So it handles basically that communication information and where those uh, plugins will be present. Like if someone asks, so under .terraform directory, you have to tell them. So which is here, right? In your current working directory, which is in our case, it is S3, right? So here we have that those plugins. I mean, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's close for today then. If there are no more questions, I mean. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, and yeah, I forgot actually. Wish you all a very happy new year ahead, and keep on working on your
Yeah.
skills and these things. Yeah, wish you a very good success in your new year. I mean, yeah, happy new year all. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.